for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. It's the Chicago Bulls facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Johnson, and it's Pippen in at the 3, the small forward. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Robinson. The rebound by Duncan. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Now here's Jordan. George defending. Outside Johnson. Here's Olajuwon. And the shot no good. A bit short.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Pass to Robinson. Now George. Ooh, poked away. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Outside Robinson. From outside, off the mark. And here's Jordan. Here's Olajuwon. Goes up on the wing, and the jumper falls for him.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Artest. Right side, Robinson. Shots blocked. Jordan against George. Outside Johnson. Back to Jordan.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. A minute 53 left to play in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Pass to Artest. 5 on the clock. Shot is up. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Pippen. Johnson with it. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Pass to George. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago grabs the miss.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Jordan. The Bulls need to get off a shot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Artest. Robinson, a screen on Johnson. Here's Artest, covered by Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. No good. There's the 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Chicago Bulls leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
And so here is Chicago. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. George out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Mourning in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Olajuwon got it. Good job in the low post. Olajuwon's gotten his second bucket. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to George. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Yeah, total focus from Shai there. Ready to go off the feed.
Now here's Jordan. Inside. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Now George. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Mourning. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. Bulls leading by 4. Here's Pippen. Johnson against George. Now here's Jordan. Defense is right there. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Pass to George. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Jordan. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Mourning.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws tonight. The first free throw is good.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
That one drops. He ties it up.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Johnson passes to Jordan. Here's Duncan. Robinson defending. Pass to Olajuwon. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
George's shot is good.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
George against Johnson. Jordan, the pass to Duncan. Outside Johnson. Pass to Pippen. To the paint. The steal. Here's Olajuwon. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Mourning's got 4 rebounds now. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Now here's George. No good from outside.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Jordan. George against Johnson. Here's Pippen. 6 to shoot. And here's Jordan. The 3. They get it back. Here's Olajuwon. Up and in from the low block. Olajuwon's got 6.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the court for the Bulls, they've got Johnson, and it's Jordan in at the 2. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
And here are the Thunder now. They lead by 1. Here's our test. 3-pointer, no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Duncan. Here's Pippen. George defending. Here's Olajuwon. Soft touch off the glass. Give him 8.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's George. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Pass to Duncan. Now Johnson. Here's Duncan. Here's Pippen. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Clock at 4. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Read the eyes of the ball handler, and Gilgeous-Alexander able to get a hand up in time.
Robinson with it. Pass to George. From outside the arc. He buries it from 3. George has got 6 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Johnson. He's scoreless. Now Jordan. Down low. Here's Duncan. Shoots over Robinson. Oh, Robinson with a block. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to George. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Here's Johnson, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Pass to Olajuwon. Jordan inside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's our test. Still no points. Back to Robinson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2.
He's off on the first.
David Robinson.
And he sinks the second. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Johnson finds Jordan. Outside Johnson. Pass to Olajuwon. From 8 feet away. Rebounded by Mourning. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Back to George. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. The three is up. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. It's
good!
At the buzzer, that is how you finish it.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Paul George. And it's Mourning in at the center position, filling out the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
Duncan, the pass to Johnson. Here's Olajuwon. Misses with the fallback, Jay. George outside. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Jordan, the pass to Johnson. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Pippen. Sinks it from distance.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. The three, George. Offensive board. Mourning hits the jump hook. Mourning's gotten his first points in this one.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
To the inside. Here's Olajuwon. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Pippen. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Johnson a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Pippen. Here's Duncan. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And now just a 2-point Oklahoma City lead. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Clock at 6. Olajuwon passes to Jordan. to take the lead. Rebounded by Mourning. Mourning's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here we go, all alone. No, stop him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity to three-point play. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Robinson. It's tipped. Here's Jordan. Yes!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Bulls.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And we also can't ignore how relentless they've been on defense, flustering the opponent and generating a lot of steals.
Here's George. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Here's Mourning. Money.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
41 seconds left in the fourth. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for OKC. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 14 foul. Shooting for Chicago, Magic Johnson. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Timeout called, the Thunder. Seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. The three, George. It falls! What a beautiful shot! Brings them within 3.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Magic Johnson, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Mourning. For 3. And connects from downtown.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
15 foul. At the line for the Bulls, Magic Johnson, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Robinson for 3. And no good. So a close game sees Chicago taking this one, and they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
NBA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.